What up, world? This And Diggity Road to Victory podcast coming to you on this holiday season. Wishing you all love, peace, wealth, truth always. Increase every area in your life. And I just wanted to send you guys some love today. As the year ends, I was thinking about a lot of times, like, what have I learned and who do I want to become in the next year? What do I want to accomplish? What have I learned this year about myself? And for the next year, what do I want to accomplish, or what challenges I wanted to overcome? So first, let's start with a list of things from the year back. So this year's taught me a lot, really, really a lot. I had some life-changing things, and I'll start with it's this quote I heard from a seminar that says, "Pride will make the excuse, but humility will make the adjustments." Pride will make the excuse, but humility will make the adjustments. And for me, my pride will let me suffer in silence. My humility say, "Listen, guys, I need a kidney." Like, I don't know how else to say it. My mom says, "Don't. It's not your fault." But I think that if I would have treated my body a little better, I would probably be in a better situation. But in all reality, the reality is I really need a kidney. And it's not the same as, let me borrow $5 or can I use the VCR? It's the Mac. That was Felicia from Friday reference, but it's just that. It's just that pride to make the excuse. Suffering in silence, acting like everything's good, fantastic and only improving. But humility says, "Hey, look, my finances ain't all intact, and I need some help. I need some help. My health ain't where it should be. I have to get healthy, So that was one of the things. Another thing I learned came from my man Chris when I was out there self-destructing and eating crazy and drinking crazy and not really stepping fully into adulthood. I gracefully thank my man Chris for seeing it and letting me know to be kind to yourself. I never forget. People always tell you it'll be all right, how great you are, how much they love you. But nobody really says, be kind to yourself. You're a star. I love you the way you are. But I also love you enough to not leave you the way you are. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. That was one of the things that really, really, really changed my life. Being kind, just realizing, I gotta eat with me, I gotta sleep with me, I gotta shower with me, I gotta spend a whole lot of time with me, and all the things I did was to get away from myself, if that makes sense. Create this non-existent happy place that was just killing me in the long run. Now coming in the new year, I realize how bad I want to live. And I don't just want to live, I want to live. I want to explore. I need the exposure. Y'all. If that makes sense, Let's talk about some things I want to let go. I want to let go selfishness. Like, I'm so blessed to have these people in my life. You know, my man E.T. says, bless your relationships. And all my relationships, a lot, a lot of my relationships spends a lot of time blessing me, you know. And I don't take that for granted. I don't take that for granted at all. Like, I love it. I love it. It means so much to me. But I feel like I haven't done the same in return. You know, look out for people, how they look out for me. You know, even when I was younger, I remember not having to fight because somebody always fought for me. You know, somebody always fought for me. My boy Chad said, yo, Aunt. I asked him, I said, yo, Chad, why you always, anytime you see me, I could be a block away from my house. And if you drive by and see me, you be like, yo, get in, I'm taking you home. No matter where, no matter what. He like, yo, get in, I'm taking you home. Why you always looked out for me like that? He said, yo, you special, and you got a type of energy that needs to be protected. And that was huge. You know, a lot of times in our lives, we don't see the picture because we in a frame. We don't see how we affect other people. We affect other people and how we just have an impact on their lives. You know, so I just want to reciprocate that and get better at blessing my relationships. Get better at blessing my relationships. You know, I don't want to be selfish, so I have to, for the next years, I have to get unselfish. One thing, get smarter with finances. Yeah, of course, get smarter with finances. You know, I spent a lot of money on a lot of stuff that didn't serve me. A lot of stuff that put me in a hole. You know, the first thing you learn about being in a hole is that you got to stop digging. Stop digging. So, you know, I'm realizing now, like, for instance, me and my cousin came up with this idea. He said, yep, make the food at home. Don't buy no outside food. Make the food at home. And, you know, for the past, maybe after Thanksgiving, past like 2 or 3 weeks, you know, I've been really prepping myself to just, you know, save money and make the food at home. If that makes sense, you know. That was basically the main thing. You know, all the money go to like Uber Eats and, you know, the stores and stuff like that. And none come in return to me. So that, and it's funny. Another thing I want to get better at is, this might sound crazy, but spending time with women. I want to spend more time with women because with men it's easy. I should have. My boy Tommy always get on me about my smoke alarm, and I've always been meaning to get a new battery. And I never heard it until he mentioned it. Now I constantly hear it. Like, I guess it was like meditation music, help me sleep and stuff. But I'm gonna change the battery on the smoke alarm. But yeah, going back to women, I feel like it's easy for men, for me, as a man, it's easy to connect with another man because I'm not trying to flirt with a man. I'm not trying to be like how this man would be as a mother or or with his legs, what he'll look like with his legs behind his head while I'm on top. You know, you don't really visualize or think about those things with a guy unless that's your preference. But I guess it's different with a woman because you are thinking about those things, and I want to just do whatever it takes to really sit down and bond with women. It's strange, man. Man, you talk about basketball and being a better man. That's a lot of my conversations with like men, particularly older men, or men my age. Like, yo, what I'm saying? How do I be a better man? When this happened to you, what do you do with this? And how do you feel with this? Well, women, I'm starting to get the gist of it now. Like, asking women, like, what makes a relationship works? How do you stay together? And most of them say the same thing: communication, and compromising and stuff like that. I guess, I want to get up, but I ain't got no pants on, and this is being recorded to change the smoke detector. Well, going back to what I was saying about men and women. It's just that I know it's not just me; it's a lot of guys out there that we live in an abundance of male stuff, so we relate to male. We talk about sports. We talk about how to be a better man. We even talk about what works for our relationships with women. We talk about everything. But when women, if you're not, I've come to find out, if you're not like a sure man, and you just thinking about like sex and thinking about, what type of mother the woman would be, and instead of really just listening and growing a connection. It's easy for men because with men, I don't expect none of those things. But I guess that's what I want to get better at. You know what I'm saying? Building myself up. Not to just be a asset to men, but also women too. I want to show you I can love and nurture and be there. However you need me to be there. So shout out to all my women out there. And I guess just off the top of the head, like I ain't writing nothing down, but off the top of the head, that's what I kind of had on my heart for the last couple of days as the year comes to an end. So I wanted to put that out there and tell you guys it's possible to be better. It's possible to elevate. It's possible to just, whatever you want to do, whatever your version of success is, you can work on you and build yourself into walking into your purpose. I'm a firm believer of that. And one day I'll be living proof. The Road to Victory podcast. I hope this helped you out. I hope this elevates you and have you critically thinking about everything. With that being said, Road to Victory podcast. I'm going to change my smoke detector. Later, y'all. Peace.